In today's video, we're going to be looking at what the fear of the Lord is and what does that mean for believers. The main text for today is going to be Psalm 34 verses 1 through 22. But before we get into the main text, let's define what fear means. In today's day and age, fear usually means terror, means you're fleeing from something that could cause harm or detriment to your life. Whereas in the scriptures, it's primarily used as a deep respect or awe of his majesty and power. The psalm we're going to be reading from today was written by David. He was the second king of Israel, and you might recall him as David and Goliath, or David defeated Goliath. And a couple things I want you guys to pay attention to while we're reading is pay attention to who the promises of the Lord are for and how David connects the fear of the Lord with obedience to the Lord. And the main text today is a little long, so bear with me here. Psalm chapter 34 verses 1 through 22. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul makes its boast in the Lord. Let the humble hear and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he answered me, and delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant, and their faces shall never be ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and delivers them. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who takes refuge in him. O fear the Lord, you his saints, for those who fear him have no lack. The young lions suffer want and hunger, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. Come, O children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is there who desires life and loves many days, that he may see good? Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit. Turn away from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are toward the righteous, and his ears toward their cry. The face of the Lord is against those who do evil, to cut off the memory of them from the earth. When the righteous cry for help, the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. He keeps all his bones. Not one of them is broken. Affliction will slay the wicked, and those who hate the righteous will be condemned. The Lord redeems the life of his servants. None of those who take refuge in him will be condemned. There's two verses out of that psalm that I want to take out and take a closer look at it. Verses 7 and 9. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and delivers them. And also verse 9, O fear the Lord, you his saints, for those who fear him have no lack. These two verses, we can see the outcome of all those who fear the Lord. The people who recognize his magnificence and his holiness and power and authority, those people who find their proper place in relationship with him, the Lord promises that those people who fear him, that those who seek the Lord will lack no good thing. They will ultimately be delivered. Promises to set us free from fear, deliver us from shame, guard and defend us, show us his goodness, supply what we need, to listen when we talk to him, and ultimately redeem us. And we can appropriate his blessings by trusting in him. When we cry out to him and take refuge in him, when we refrain from lying and turn from evil, ultimately, it's all inclusive in fearing the Lord. We can also take a look at Malachi 3:16. Then those who feared the Lord spoke with one another. The Lord paid attention and heard them, and a book of remembrance was written before him of those who feared the Lord. and esteemed his name. When we fear the Lord, or when we put our trust into the Lord on that deep level, the results are satisfaction and protection. They're deep contentment and security. Malachi 3:16 shows us God's attentiveness to those who fear him. And for believers who fear the Lord, the natural byproduct of doing that is community, is a sense of peace, and these promises are for you. And also in doing so, draws God's favorable attention. Going back to our main text, the Bible often connects the fear of the Lord and obedience. Anyone who loves me will obey my teaching, John 14:23. David said that a person who fears the Lord doesn't lie, turns from evil, and does good and promotes peace. Reverency includes so much more than just sitting quiet at church. It includes and means obeying God in the way we speak and treat others. All throughout this life, a believer is going to come to many crossroads and many things that are going to be hard to get through. And when we each arrive at a situation or something that we don't know how to handle, we can always revert back to these promises. I can think of many instances where I personally had to come back to these very promises, and through faith and fearing the Lord, I have been delivered from those. Even when I was in the middle of it, I couldn't even see how it was possible to get out of it. But the Lord is faithful. He turns his eyes to those who fear him. He turns his ears to those who have a deep reverency for him. And I'll leave you with this. God knew you before you were even born. He knows every need that you'll ever have. What better of a person to put your deepest trust, your deepest respect into? And that very same person is making you promises saying, you shall not want. He shall be with you and turn his ear and eyes to you. And I'll leave you with a question, and it's going to be a probing question. You say you belong to the Lord, but do you fear him? To fear the Lord means to show him deep respect, reverency, and honor. The Lord is the only one that's worthy of receiving such a thing from anybody. And how comforting is it, as verse 15 said, the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their cry. That the Lord is for us. If the Lord is for us, who could be against us? I hope you guys learned something today about fearing the Lord, and let me know if you need prayer for anything in the comments.